What is the area of the shaded region? Use 3.14 for pi, round to the nearest tenths place. First we can do is find the area of the entire shape, and the shape is a square. So we know formula for area of a square is area equals side length squared. Now we're going to substitute. The side length is equal to 5. This is our side length. So we're going to substitute 5 in for our side length, and then we know 5 squared is 25. So the area of the complete shape is 25 feet squared. Now we can see that there's 4 equal circles inside of the square. So to find the area of just the shaded region, we have to find the area of those squares and then subtract. So I'm going to write my formula for area of a circle, which is area equals pi times the radius squared. Now we know we're going to use 3.14 for pi, so I'm going to substitute that in. Now we have to figure out what the radius is going to be. All we have is this, which is 5, but we can definitely figure out what the radius is. So we split this figure in half. We know half of 5 is 2.5. So that means our diameter is 2.5. And we know the diameter, the radius is half of the diameter. So half of 2.5 will give us 1.25. So our radius is 1.25. Then we can go ahead and substitute that information in. And we have to make sure we square the 1.25 first before multiplying by pi. You have to follow the order of operations. And 1.25 squared is 1.5625. I like to keep as many decimal places as possible, but no more than 4 because sometimes it's just too much. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply this number by pi, and I get 4.906, and that is the area for one circle. This is the area of one circle. Now to figure out the area of all 4 circles, guess what we're going to do? Multiply by 4. So 4.906 times 4 will give us 19.624. Now this 19.624 is the area of all 4 circles together. So now what we have to do is subtract the area of the entire shape and the area of all 4 circles to get the leftover. So we have 25 minus 19.624, and that will give us 5.376, but it says round to the nearest tenths place. So when we round to the nearest tenths place, we round it to 5.4, and we have to make sure we have our units. It's 5.4 feet squared. So again, we first found the area of the entire shape, which was 25 feet squared. Then we have to find the area of one circle, and then we had to multiply by 4 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. And then once we got that number, we had to subtract the 2 numbers to get the leftover, and then we round it to get our final answer. Now here's a problem for you to practice. I want you to pause this video and work it out, and then press play to reveal the answer. Here's the correct answer. Hopefully you got it right. Now we had to figure out the area of the entire shape. Then we had to figure out the area of the one circle, which is 7.065, and then we had to multiply by 4 to get the area of all 4 circles. Now we found our radius by dividing 6 into 4 equal parts to give us our radius. So if we added 1.5 4 times, that should equal 6. Then we had to subtract the 2. This is the area of the square minus the area of the 4 circles, which gave us this number, but it told us to round to the nearest tenths place. So this is what we left with, 7 7/10 feet squared.